Congratulations on this new season. I've been watching since season one, hardcore Sabrina fan here. I know by the time this interview airs, the fans have not yet seen it, but all I want to say is total eclipse of my heart.
Hell yes.
So like I said, I've been watching since season one, and I love how passionate the Sabrina fandom is, and when fans get involved in who they're shipping, because a lot of people shipped Brina and Harvey, and of course now we have Nick and Sabrina, and ultimately who is Sabrina going to end up with. So I wanted to get both of your opinions on the fandom and the shipping culture, since you guys have had such hardcore fans over the last couple years. Kiernan, I'm starting with you. What do you feel like in regards to how passionate the fans have been in getting behind this major decision of what Sabrina is going to ultimately do?
Amazing. I mean, I think that the fans really drove a lot of the storylines in the show. A lot of what we wrote was catered to the fans. We are listening to what they're saying and making sure that we give them the show that they want. And I kind of love that there's like a little bit of, is it Brina? Is it, Nabrina? Is it Cal Brina? Whatever Brina it may be, Brina of the day. I love that. I think that that's what we kind of aim to do, is to, ruffle a few feathers here, ruffle a few feathers there, ultimately give people what they want, pull back. Like, that's kind of how our show operates, and it's because the fans are so passionate. So we couldn't do this show without them. We really couldn't.
I mean, no, I feel the same way, and I love what you said. Gavin, for you, like, how did you feel like when the fandom, a lot of like all of the Nick and Sabrina shippers, like, how did you feel in regards to them really embracing your character when you first started on the show?
Well, I'm just really glad that in part one and part two, all of the Nabrina fan accounts that me and my mom made on Instagram paid off.
I'm glad.
We really, when Kiernan says the writers listen to the fandom, it's because, we got to work every day on putting a new fan account out and shipping Nabrina. No, I mean, it's amazing,
I don't think you and your mom can equate for all of the fan accounts out there.
No, there's so many. It's pretty,
well, the production design and costumes are just next level on this show. I love the red outfit, Kiernan, that you posted on your Instagram the other day. I'm not going to give away what it was for, but when you're I loved it. When you're re-stepping back into Sabrina, is there a particular wardrobe piece that really makes you feel at home with her again? Is it the headband? Is it something else? Maybe it's not even a wardrobe piece, but I've never talked to you for this show before, and I'm wondering what you do to kind of like mentally get back into stepping into Sabrina's shoes, and what's that one thing for you that kind of finalizes it?
For me, it's the hair. I mean, the whole last season I was brunette, but that's a wig, obviously, or not so obviously. And putting on the wig every day was kind of a really nice ritual, I think, for me, to go from Kiernan to Sabrina, and then at the end of the night taking the wig off and putting a hot towel on my face and going back to Kiernan. Like, it was a really nice way to sort of slip in and out of the character that I didn't have for the first part. There's something really, really nice about feeling like you are the whole character, and for me the wig really solidified that. Obviously the costumes and the hair and the makeup, everything, but if there was one thing I had to pick, it would probably be that. I think that's the most iconic to Sabrina.
The wig, I mean, and it looks so good, and I'm obsessed with like good wigs and TVs and movies, and that one was amazing. Gavin, for you, when you're stepping back into Nick, is there a particular thing that you do when you're stepping back into the character? And I know when you guys were filming this, you didn't necessarily know it was going to be the final season. So I guess, what is it like stepping back in, to the character for you? And then when is the last time you guys have even seen each other in person?
Kiernan and I actually just luckily, very fortunately, we just did a little shoot together. So we just saw each other, like, what was that, a week ago?
But otherwise it'd been since like February.
Before that, it had been about 8 months. I've seen, a couple of the others over time as well. I mean, it's wild, and the time flies, and you're like, holy moly, did those 8 months really just fly by? And they do. But back to your first question, I think you find the character always in the writing. For me, I mean, I always go back to the scenes and what's being said and what's not being said, and what the subtext is, and where they just came from and where they're going. And it really, I feel like character development and story and all of that really relies heavily upon the writers and how it's written. So that's kind of my like saving grace and getting into the characters, looking at the words, and also like looking at what is the character thinking when they say this and during the scene, like what's going through their mind.
Well, I loved it. Congratulations to you both. I can't wait to see the last couple episodes. I'm like dying here. I'm like, I need to see what happens.
I know. Let's get 2020 over with. And
I know. And Kiernan, I'm obsessed with The Black Coat's Daughter, one of the most underrated horror films of all time. So I appreciate you.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, you and Emma and Matt are amazing.
Thanks. I could tell from your background that you have some major taste.
Horror films, yes. Thank you both. Bye.
Thank you.